Wednesday's Matchday 33 schedule took us to the Banca Balaidos, a key game for both Celta and for Villarreal. Celta's Euro ambitions going up against the Champions League aspirations of the Yellow Submarine. Villarreal, one of the best away sides in the division. Celta, one of the best home sides in LaLiga EA Sports. And these two sides shipping goals all season too, so we expected there to be action. It was Borja Iglesias with the first attempt. Panda, who had scored 3 times in the previous game for Celta against Football Club Barcelona, still came away on the losing side. But here, wonderful moments from one of the best players on the night, Marcos Alonso. Meeting a free kick. And just wide, with a delicate touch of his left boot. Gethert was with the cross. Also unmarked. Villarreal with a much changed back four. Marcelino suspended and up in the boxes in the Banca Balaidos. Ruben Uria, his assistant coach in the technical area. Villarreal, though, held their own for a lot of the first period. Here it was Tianabari creating pressure for the Celta back line. It was Ruben Uria, long-term assistant to Marcelino Garcia Toral. There was another chance for Villarreal. Whipped in ball, that won a corner. Pino looking to connect, but he was offside. The flag went up. The action moved on. And here it was Borja Iglesias, and what a block this was by Gay. The attempted shot from Fer Lopez. Borja Iglesias onside, holding play up nicely. Just holding off Cambuala. A timely interception from the Villarreal midfielder, denying Fer with a goal at his mercy. Tianabari once again created danger here. He went for the glory. Wasn't too far away either, with Guaita scrambling across his goal. Barry enjoying a hugely successful first season with the Yellow Submarine. 10 goals already for the 22-year-olds. And here was Comesaña heading over from a corner. But this was the turning point of the game, with Alfon looking to bear down on goal. He was challenged by Eric Bailey, the referee in no doubt, with Alberola Rojas deciding that Bailey was the last man. And sending off the Villarreal central defender. There was the touch. Marcelino having a look. Bailey departing to be replaced by Logan Costa at the heart of the defence, but Marcelino had to decide on a sacrifice, and it was Jeremy Pino who made way. So that was after 35 minutes from the resulting free kick. Alonso tried his luck. Second good chance of the game for the central defender. Terrific whip and curl on the ball. Alonso was involved again, stinging the gloves of Luis Jr. And Celta would eventually find the breakthrough here. It was Beltran's pass across goal. And it was Fer Lopez unmarked at the back stick to make it 1-0. And the game had turned around completely in the space of 10 minutes for both Celta and for Villarreal. No offsides. Cambuala playing both Borja Iglesias and Fer Lopez firmly onside. And from that moment on, Celta were in command of the clash. There was the VAR confirmation, no offside. And Celta went looking for a second. In the end, a tame shot from the returning Hugo Alvarez, back after a 2-month injury layoff, back in the starting 11. Villarreal's first half almost ended by conceding a second goal. Beltran went close. Ball just curling away at the last moment. A player who can really hit them from outside the area. We moved into the second half. And it was Borja Iglesias, the first chance of the second period. Ball hanging in the air invitingly for the Panda. Just unable to bring the ball down, and really trouble Luis Jr. It was tipped over though. Villarreal looking to attack. This was a good chance for Nicolas Pepe. Cutting into the area, drilling the ball down low. Fortunately for Villarreal, it went straight at the Celta keeper. And here it was Elias Moriba on as a second half sub, who rattled the post. Eventually though, it came to Borja Iglesias. He drilled home, and that was just about game over for Villarreal. Iglesias' fourth strike in 2 games. Perfectly legal move. Alfon with the cross. Moriba replaced Beltran at half-time. That was a lovely little touch from Hugo Alvarez. Just cushioned the ball through to Iglesias. Ball eventually coming off the Villarreal keeper. And Celta had doubled their lead. There was a warm round of applause for Hugo Alvarez as he was replaced by Sergio Carrera after 55 minutes. And this was the best chance, perhaps, of the game for Villarreal. It was Comesaña glancing wide, an inviting cross, an inviting corner, with the goal at his mercy. And Marcelino then was forced to ring the changes. It was a triple change on 64 minutes. Parejo, Ayoce and Buchanan on for Denis Suarez, Tierno Barry and Santi Comesaña. Denis Suarez warmly greeted back at the club for the first time since he moved on. Suarez, the Celta Academy graduate. And Borja was also replaced by, what a substitute, Iago Aspas on the 66-minute mark. And listen to that round of applause for the hometown hero. Borja as well, warmly greeted by his manager on a real hot scoring streak. And Aspas was immediately in the action here, involved in a sweet build-up that would fall to Carrera. His shot was blocked by Femenia. Celta were really testing and stretching Villarreal. Parejo was caught in possession by Elias, and look at this for a whip first-time ball. And Iago Aspas close to scoring one of the goals of the season. It's a good instinctive save by Luis Jr. More changes for Giraldez came with Iker Losada and Javi Rodriguez onto the pitch for Fer Lopez and Joao Lago with 15 minutes of normal time to go. More youngsters coming on as Giraldez continues to expertly guide the former B-team players through to first team action. Femenía was off too for Pau Navarro. And look at that for a shot too from Elias Moriba. As Celta were peppering Luis Junior's goal. That was a stinger. Chances for Villarreal were scant at the other end. Buchanan went close. Canadian searching for that back post. Going to beaten. But Celta, as we're used to seeing this season, kept coming forward, and here was a lovely build-up. 1-2 between Diego Aspas and Elias Moriba. Moriba hit the deck. Barola Rojas pointed to the spot. It was the foul by Papegay. And that was the moment for Iago Aspas. We're getting used to seeing him coming off the bench and slotting home penalties. He was never going to miss that one either. 86 minutes gone. It was 3-0, and the fans were celebrating in style. And that's the way it stayed. Celta up to 7th in the table. Final score, Celta 3, Villarreal 0.